Triplicate Spirits. Alright, this is a 6 white sorcery card. It has Convoke, which enables my other creatures to help pay for it. You tap one creature and it costs 1 mana for this card. And the main effect is put 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying into the battlefield. This one's 5 blue, named Nimbus of the Island. It's a creature elemental. Kind of creepy. It has flying, and it's just 3/3. That's it. There's no effect. I think this is a useless card. I have other creatures that are more powerful or that have different effects as well as flying or, can't be blocked. So this is kind of the equivalent of like a 20-foot firecracker that only gives you the power of a sparkler. Lava Axe. It's 5 red. And it's a sorcery type. It deals 5 damage to the target player. Which 5 damage in Magic is a lot since our life points are only 20. It's kind of expensive for my taste, but if you have a quick fire deck, or a red deck, and you can get mana fast enough, and you just keep playing a lot of other damage cards, it would be a good card to have. 4. Tireless Missionaries. It's a white card. It is 5 white, it's a human cleric, and when it enters the battlefield, you get 3 life. Its power level is 2/3. I don't like this one either. I have better cards that cost less, but I also have other cards that make me gain the same amount or sometimes more for a little bit less. Vine Weft. It's a 1 green enchantment aura, and the enchanted creature gets +1/+1, so it's just, your simple aura, but it has a really neat trick to it. If you pay 5 green mana costs, or 5 and then 1 green, you can return this from your graveyard to your hand. So you can just keep it going and keep it going, which would be a really good card to have for your deck. Shadowcloak Vampire. It's costs 5 mana and it's black. And its power level is 4/3. Its effect is you pay 2 life and it gains flying until the end of the turn. On the surface, this card sucks, and I wouldn't usually use it, but it is a good card. It's powerful, and you can add to it, and it's a formidable opponent. Plus, mixed with a white deck and gaining life all the time, sacrificing 2 just to get it to fly, it's worth it in my opinion if you have a balanced enough deck that you gain as much as you pay. Festergloom. Alright, this is costs 3 mana, and it's black. It's a sorcery type. And non-black creatures get -1/1 until the end of the turn. Personally, I think this sucks. I have cheaper cards that do the same. One card that I have costs about the same, but it does -3/0. Carnivorous Moss Beast. It's level 6 mana costs, and it's green. Its power is 4/5, which is a very defensive, really good defensive monster. And its effect is really cool. You tap 7 mana, 2 of them which are green, and you put a 1/1 counter on the card. So that mixed with like Vine Weft and other cards like that, you can make this beast become a powerhouse incredibly fast and wipe your opponent out really quickly. Necrobite. It is a 3 black instant. The creature that you play this on gains Death Touch, and you can regenerate it. So that means, from what I understand of it, is that instead of the creature being destroyed this turn, it isn't. Instead, you remove all the damage from it and remove it from combat. I assume back to your hand. I'm not quite sure, but that's how I'm going to do it. It's actually a great card to have, and it keeps your cards in play longer, because you can regenerate the card more. Crippling Blight. This is 1 black. It's an enchantment aura, and the enchanted creature gets -1/1 and cannot block. Dark Steel Citadel. It's an artifact land. It's indestructible, which is good. And whenever you tap it, you add whatever color mana to your mana pool. So, you know, it's a good card to have. You know, take out one of your normal like swamps or, you know, your island. You know, take out one of them and add this, and it can be whatever color you want whenever you need it. It's a great card to have. Restock. It's a level 5 mana, green. It's a sorcery card. You return 2 target cards from my graveyard to my hand, and then you exile this card. It's a good card. I wouldn't use it much just because I've never had a game last long enough that I would have a chance to get cards from my graveyard. Reclamation Sage. It's an elf shaman, 3 green, power level 2/1. When the card enters the field, you destroy 1 target artifact or enchantment. You know, this is a medium ground card that, you know, wouldn't hurt to put in your deck. Personally, I would use it if I had more elves in my deck, and more elves that, you know, there are cards out there for like minotaurs and some other, you know, zombies and vampires that, you know, a card will say it will increase all other, put a 1/1 token on all other vampire creatures that you control. I would only use this if I had other elves that did that to it, just to make it all around worthwhile. I was thoroughly surprised to have this in the pack. I've been wanting one for a while, and I'm really glad I had it. I got a freaking Planeswalker. And from what I understand, these are not very easy to get in a booster pack. From what I saw in the 2015 core set, there are only 7 Planeswalkers you can get. Liliana Vess is what I got. She's about $5. She's mythic rare. She is 5 mana cost. She's black, power level 5. And I absolutely fell in love with this card when I first read its effects. It's spectacular. So her first effect, her +1, is you target a player and that player discards a card. Her -2, you search your library for a card and then you shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. Her -8, you put every single creature from every single player's graveyards. Keep in mind that you can have like 4 players playing Magic at the same time all together. So you take every creature from everyone's graveyard, including your own, your opponent's, all of them, and you put all those creatures onto the battlefield under your control. And keep in mind that taking the creatures, there's one creature a friend of mine had that you put a clone of, I believe, that creature token, or of that creature out on the field. You put a creature token clone, and that creature was like level 4/3, like power level 4/3. So if that was in the graveyard and I did my -8, I just got that. Plus I can use that ability to get another duplicate of that creature. Swamp. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. I actually had a lot of fun filming it and going through my cards. I'll be doing as much Magic Mondays as I can budget for. You know, it's only $3 a pack, but still $3 adding up, it kind of gets expensive. But I really enjoyed showing you all this and what I got and giving you brief tips on how to use it. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, and let me know if you'd like to see more tip-related videos, like separate from Magic Mondays, or included, have my Magic Mondays be more tip-oriented. Just leave your comments, suggestions, things you'd like to see, ways I can improve. Just leave them in the comments. Yeah, I bid you adieu, and fun do.